You are now checked in to Stand Up New York Labs. Oh, yeah.
This episode was brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website, portfolio, and online store. For a free trial and 10% off, visit squarespace.com and enter offer code Tuesdays at checkout. A better web starts with your website. That's squarespace.com/Tuesdays. Offer code Tuesdays. Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
Ah, the soothing sounds of Tuesdays with Stories.
Who's got to pee?
You know I do.
That's true. You whiz quite often.
Let me ask you this. You ever met anyone that pees as frequently as I do?
One guy, my college roommate, John Thrasher.
Ooh, Thrashy.
Yeah, he loved being called Thrasher. He's like, hey, call me Thrasher. He was that guy. Yeah. So John Thrasher.
Was he diabetic or fat or gay or weird?
He was one of those that he was 6'9". He was just one of those big Tennessee guy. Real
Thrasher.
He was a thrasher. He got into a couple fistfights in his day. He could drink like a fish. He was just he was the big friend.
6'9", that gets to a point with a height thing where it becomes a disadvantage, wouldn't you say? I feel like you could beat up a 6'9" guy.
He would, yeah. A lot of people were threatened by him, so they would just go at him, and he would hold his own.
I'd thrash him.
Thrasher. He also had a thing where if he saw his own blood, he would faint.
Oh, I know my uncle's like that, and
Really?
my uncle's a paramedic.
Really?
So blood,
What?
he could squirt period blood all in his eyes. He'd love it, but he sees his own. He dies. He passes out.
his own.
His own blood only.
Oh, interesting.
Other people's blood, you can just dump it on him. He'll
Yeah.
swim in it and gargle it. He's into it.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah. Because it was always fun because our friend was so big and scary, but if he nicked his finger, he would just knock his head on the coffee table.
That's a long fall.
Long way down.
He's up in the clouds. Timber.
Yeah, his last name was Mundinger.
I thought his name was Thrasher.
That was his middle name.
What?
That's why it was so forced. He's like, hey, I'm
Oh.
John Thrasher Mundinger. What are you, a serial killer?
His middle name is Thrasher?
It's a thing. It runs in the family.
Oh, that runs in the family. Like it's a,
Diabetes?
yeah, but what do you call that?
Hereditary.
That's not it. Well, whatever. Anyways, I pee a lot, and every time I pee a lot, people will go like this. Hey, well, you're probably diabetic. I think that's rude. Now I have to go off on a 3-day bender thinking I'm diabetic. I'm Googling stuff.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I think I just get a small bladder. I drink a lot of water, and my father and sister, they pee a lot, too. Maybe it's nerves.
Were you a bedwetter?
No.
Oh, I wet the bed till I was 14.
Oh, it's well documented.
Yeah, and my dad, he's old school, so he'd give me all these, village tricks. You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, you gotta not drink after 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like an 8-year-old looking at my brother drink a glass of Coke, and I'm like, it was like I was in the Serengeti.
You got to put hot rocks on your bladder for 1 hour. Dog's blood.
Brutal. So he would make me, whenever I had to pee, he'd go, all right, you got to pee yet? And I go, oh, I got to pee like you wouldn't believe. And he's like, well, you're not getting out of that seat. So he'd make me stretch my bladder.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sitting there like, Dad, I got to go. He's like, you can go at the end of Perfect Strangers.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
That's a gee whiz, no pun intended. No whiz.
Oh, whiz.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I was like, gee.
Hurt you didn't get it. Boy, that sounds like a brutal dad. My dad, just a big old mute. Never said anything.
That's brutal in a different way. There's different kinds of abuse.
DePaulo, I was talking to DePaulo after Letterman. He goes, what'd your dad say about Letterman? I go, nothing. He goes, come on, what did he say? I was like, literally nothing.
Yeah.
My dad said 0 things.
Is that right?
0.
Not Letterman.
Nothing. Not a pat on the back.
Not a hee-hee.
Never said ha. Maybe he smiled. I don't know.
Wow.
Nothing. No physical contact. No.
Did he watch
woo.
it?
He was there.
Oh, he was there.
He was up in the bleachers or whatever you call it.
Oh, well, that's different. At least he was there.
Yeah, he came. I'm sure he
Okay.
liked it, but he didn't say anything. There's no communication.
Yeah, because we're all talk.
A lot of talk.
We need the talking.
I talk a lot. That's why I think I have throat cancer.
I'd rather you not come and then talk to me about it.
Oh, for sure. What are you kidding?
That's ideal.
The coming and not talking, that's the ultimate
That's
fucking
the snub.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at with this guy.
Now Now I got to hang out with you, and you don't give me no compliments.
He's a real odd duck. I was
is
talking to
an
my
odd
mother
duck.
about it. He's a mute. I don't know what else to say.
Gus, right?
Steve.
Steve, that's it.
One time, my buddy Donnie Cedor, a good buddy of mine through high school, there was this guy, and his name was, we called him Stu. His nickname was Stu, similar to Thrasher.
Yes.
Everyone was like, "Hey, Big Stu, Stewie, Big Stu." And Donnie didn't know him or whatever, and he just came up to him one time. He's like, "Hey, Gus." And, he just thought, somehow he's confused Stu and Gus, and we all just shit on him for years. We're like, Gus.
Boy.
And so then Stu's new nickname was Gus. It caught on.
Wow.
We started calling him Gus because it was so funny.
You don't meet a Gus. There's never a rich Gus. It's always like a chimney sweep or something.
It's amazing that you said there's never a Rich Gus, because there's a comedian in Boston named Rich Gustus.
Holy moly.
Woo, interesting.
Wow. Boy, oh boy, light some candles. We're getting spiritual.
He's got some great jokes, Rich
Yeah.
Gustus. He's got one about he dated a girl, and then like 3 years later he dated her younger sister. So it was a little awkward. I had to meet the family again. His dad was like, "What are we pimping for you?" Her dad.
That's great.
And then during lunch, just to break the tension, he turned to the younger brother and goes, "You're next." Great joke.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a kook. He's a conspiracy theorist.
There's a lot of them out there.
Like I think he believes. I believe he believes that George Bush is an alien and the government is like alien people.
Ugh.
He's one of those ones, but it's fascinating to hear about.
I guess. And they get so passionate. I'm like, I can never care about something as much as you care about this thing that isn't true.
Right, but you care about comedy more than anyone cares
Well,
about
comedy,
anything.
yeah, that's
You're
true.
obsessed.
I got a problem.
Yeah, you got a problem. You lie, you go crazy.
I'm getting laid with these girls, and they're like, what are you doing? 4 shows? Come see me. I'm like,
Oh boy,
Yeah.
you love the 4 shows. What's your ideal amount?
4 is perfect.
I did 4 last night. I got 4 tomorrow. I feel good about it.
Don't you like 4?
Love 4 if it's a time.
Of course.
Yesterday I did the comic strip. Nice crowd. Gino Bisconte hosting. Boy, that guy is real
Boy.
edgy.
Real nut.
He called a woman a whore literally 14 seconds in.
That's his thing.
And then he said faggot about 9 times. Opening set.
Lord.
Wild. But great guy.
Yeah, a hell of a hang.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. And anyways, I did the strip, then jump on the old 4-5 train express to Union Square, hustle up to the stand.
Perfect.
Close the first show at the stand, run to Chipotle to get it before it closes. I get there at 9:55.
Oh, they hate that.
That was me that time, not Mark. Don't send an angry tweet. Finish the Chipotle, eat it real fast.
Yeah.
Run back to the stand, do the first set on the next show.
Wow.
So back-to-back sets, which is nice. Then I walk leisurely to the Comedy Cellar. I stop at Sundays and Cones on 10th and 3rd Avenue. Best ice cream in the city. If you're in New York City, Sundays and Cones, 10th and 3rd Avenue. Hopefully we get a free ice cream out of this.
Yes.
Get myself an ice cream. I'm just walking leisurely. Already done 3 sets, all new. It's doing well. Eating my ice cream. Walk over to the cellar. Who's sitting at the table?
Hello.
Mark Norman.
Oh, yeah.
Ray, what a sight for sore eyes, buddy.
Oh, come on.
Because I got to tell you, last week, you probably had the best week in the history of stand-up comedy.
Aha. It was
And
a hot week.
I haven't seen you in a while. This is our first time recording.
And I thought we'd be rusty, but the dust came right off.
Oh, no rust, no dust.
No must.
Our new sponsor, Dust Off.
Dust off and cones.
Dust Off Hoffman. I don't know what the fuck. Well, we lost it.
Dusty Gusty.
The rust is back. Rich Dustus.
Oh, boy. Can I say a Gus I met, or should we go right into the
Get
week?
into the Gus. Get
All
into the
right.
Gus.
I'm
We're
only-
not going to forget the week, for God's sake.
All right. I only met one Gus in my day. My grandparents lived out in Slidell, which is like the sticks of Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go, your parents just leave you there. Go, we want to touch each other and
Right.
enjoy our lives for 5 seconds.
Touch each other.
Well, I assume. You ever walked in on that, by the way?
Sex?
Yeah, with the folks?
No, but I've overheard it a lot. My dad's a real moaner. He doesn't talk, but he moans. With the best of
Interesting.
them. That's his only form of communication.
Steve's a moaner. How about that? You hear him moaning, you're like, hey, what about my Letterman? Where were you for that? Yeah, that'd be funny if he was moaning in the audience at Letterman. Yeah. So my grandma was one of those. She's old, so she was like, "Get out of the house. You watch TV. You got to leave. You're a kid. You're supposed to be outside." And I'm like, "It's just me. My brother's not here. There's no other kids. So what am I? I just walk around outside and like kick trees.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
do you do?" So I'm just walking around like an idiot in the hot sun, sweating, and I see a rattlesnake,
Oh, boy.
and I'm like, "Ah!" I freak out. It's the whole thing, Luis Gomez, and. So I run and tell my grandfather, and he's talking to a guy named Gus.
Oh boy.
And he had a shirt that said Gus on it. I'll
Wow.
never forget it.
Must be a bowler.
I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess. So Gus goes, I got it. And he picks up a shovel. He goes, where is it? I point over there. He walks over, takes the shovel, splits it in half with the shovel.
Wow, Gus is a real man.
Real man. This is the sticks, you know?
Wow.
I was like, holy shit. He's like, get over it, you know?
Doesn't a rattlesnake form back together and then get extra angry after that?
I don't think it's T-1000.
Oh, I'm thinking of a shark tooth.
Is that right?
A shark tooth, if you pull it out, or if it falls, it grows right back immediately.
Wow.
Similar to an anthill. If you kick it over, they go right back to work.
That I've seen.
Yeah, the shark tooth, I think call in. I don't know that
Yeah.
much about it, but
So the dentistry field, not big in the ocean.
no.
They don't need you there.
Nope.
We don't need you to put any teeth back in. We'll do it on our own.
Boy, I got some oceans. We got so much to get to.
So much!
So last night I see at the cellar, and
Yes.
we got to talk about this too. This is our first episode in 2 weeks. We lost an episode last week.
Yeah.
Big old fire in the studio.
Inferno.
Wild.
Yowza.
Hot tamale. The whole staff of Stand Up New York dead.
Yeah. Died from smoke inhalation.
Yes, and a couple of them burnt to
Yes.
death. That's-
Cremated.
Yeah, they got cremated after they died of smoke inhalation.
Oh, yeah.
It was real wild. So we apologize. We had a humdinger of an episode too. Really, we got in there and it was youthful. I went into my youth.
Yes.
And a couple of them are bits, which is what you want out of this podcast.
Of course.
I gotta stop hitting this pen. I feel like I'm hosting a late night. I'm just slapping it, and we're gonna get an angry tweet.
It looks good. I don't know if it sounds great.
It probably sounds bad, but yeah, sorry about that. And so now we're recording. This is the only time. This is the first time we've ever done this. We're
Yes.
recording on Tuesday,
That's right.
so we're gonna release this. Everything you hear just happened 45 minutes ago.
This is going to be a fresh one.
This is basically like live.
Basically.
We should just have it going out to the mat. We don't edit anyway, so why not just throw it out
That's a
there?
good point.
I don't know if we know how to do that.
I don't think
because everyone died in the fire.
That's right. Yeah. Even the mics we're on now, they're all melted and weird.
Melty mics.
Yeah. So if you're freaking out right now, it's 9 a.m. Where's my Tuesdays? It's on the way. Don't worry. And it'll be super fresh.
But now they're hearing it. This is
That's
like Back
true.
to the Future. It's like some sort of weird
Oh,
topsy-turvy
yeah.
thing. There's two of them and two of you.
Yes.
That didn't make sense.
Those movies, they throw me off.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about. But anyway, so last night I get to the cellar.
Yes.
You're there. Phil Hanley, our buddy Phil.
Uh-huh.
And we kind of had the run of the litter there. It was our table. It felt good.
Yeah.
It was nice, and I hadn't seen you in a while. And boy, I got to tell you, I couldn't be more proud, buddy. What a week!
Oh, thank you,
Every
sir.
time I turned on my TV, there it is, Mark Normand.
Ah, thanks.
You had the album on Tuesday.
Yes.
Conan Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Special on Friday.
Yeah.
Just an unbelievable week, and then tomorrow we're all going out for a big lunch to celebrate.
Can't wait. Boy, it's nice. I mean, of course, I'm a lucky guy to have all that stuff be able to happen to me, but I'm glad when it's over.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy.
bet.
It's a real load off, and it's all in the can. It's all done. You get your compliments. You get your good jobs. By the way, folks out there, the tweets couldn't have been nicer. Really made my day. Just nice album, good Conan. I'm a fan of the show. Whatever. We love you. You're the best fans, and we love you. We couldn't do it without you.
Boy, that was as sincere as Mark gets right there, everybody.
That was it, and it felt very foreign.
It felt good to me.
Oh, good.
But anyways, it was a hell of a week. So take me through the week. Now you're in Los Angeles for most of it, and
Yes.
every half hour you're on television. Tell us about it. How you
All right.
feeling? What's
Boy,
going on?
Lot to say here. So
I'm sure there's a couple dames out there too. I wouldn't mind hearing about.
Couple good, couple bad. The good, the bad, and the fat. That's what I call this
Uh-huh.
week. So yeah, it was. First of all, I gotta say, I felt like a guy who just put a movie out because I was just promoting like crazy. I'm doing crazy podcasts. I'm on phoners, you know.
Uh-huh.
How'd you get started? Well, you're a bedwetter? Well, how'd you know? Yada, yada. And just tons of interviews, tons of write-ups, met with Split Sider, Laugh Button, Laugh Off, Laugh This, Laugh That, Jokey Joke Magazine. So meeting with all them, I got my calendar was just like noon to midnight was just blocked. You know, it was like interview with this, interview with that, audition, podcast, then shows.
Wow.
And it was a crazy week, and I had no free time. And then I just wake up one day, I fly to L.A., get to L.A. on Friday. Conan is Monday. So I'm like, all right, I got the whole weekend. I'm going to run the set. I'm going to get it tight as a drum. I get a call Saturday morning from the Conan people,
Uh-oh.
which is kind of cool. So I'm like, hello, and they're like, hey, this is the Conan offices. Hold, please. I'm like, oh, boy, is Conan going to talk to me? And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, we got to move you to Wednesday. which is a real mind fuck. Did you have that with Letterman?
No, I didn't have that.
Yeah, because you're like you're thinking Monday. It's all Monday. Here we go. I'm gonna get it all out on Monday.
Right.
And then now it's like you're holding in a shit, and you're like, all right, I'll get to shit at noon.
Right.
And then now I have to shit on Wednesday.
Right. It's
So,
like your dad all over again.
Exactly.
Making you hold it. Perfect
I'm holding
strangers.
it in. And, J.P. Buck, he's the booker. He's such a soothing, nice guy. He's like,
Sweet
Wednesday's
guy.
actually better because the guests are better and you get to work it out more. And he made me feel better. It's like, all right, cool. So now I'm like, oh, well, what am I going to do from, Saturday to Wednesday? So as a nice gesture, they say, look, we're going to give you the hotel the whole week.
Wow.
They give it to you for 2 days, but they're like, fuck it, take her the whole week.
Oh, what a kind people.
I know. Well, the fun thing was I got there on Friday, so now I have the hotel Sunday to the next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
No, Sunday to the next Thursday. So I had no place to stay on Friday night and Saturday night. So as a fun little challenge, I said, I'm going to try to get laid on Friday and Saturday and sleep with these random girls' houses.
Wow.
And it worked.
Wow, yeah, I bet. You got all the interviews and the Conan coming up.
Sure, I had
You
a
got
good
couple
week.
Aces in the sleeve.
Yeah,
Or
these-
up the sleeve.
In the sleeve?
I think it's up the sleeve.
I think it is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
Ace in the hole.
Aha!
It was right up your hole.
Yeah.
A-hole.
A-hole. Ace hole.
So let's hear about these dames, buddy boy.
One of them, but I'm not going to get into it.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I call her up and I say, hey, we met years ago. You want to get a drink? She was like, sure, we get a drink. That was that.
If I guess it on air, will you give me a nod?
Sure.
All right.
This could be bad.
I got no guesses, but if I
right.
come up with one, I'll think of it.
All right, good. One was Becky Asfan.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm joking. She
I thought
worked
she-
here. She died in the fire.
She died in the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went down hard. We got her funeral's next week.
Oh, yeah.
Mark's playing the bagpipes.
July 6th, never forget.
Oh, we both just sipped at the same time. That's
Oh,
bad radio.
Bad idea.
Double sip.
No sip.
Sorry, everybody.
So, Joe's got a whiz already. But, banged a girl Friday. That was a good time. Then, you wake up on Saturday and you're like, I got to get out of this house. So I wake up, I take a quick shower while she's sleeping, and I just leave. Now I'm just in L.A., just walking around L.A. I don't know where I'm going.
While she's in the shower, you leave?
No, I took a shower and left. She was asleep.
Oh, Jesus.
I woke up early. I was hungover. I don't know where I am. I take a shower, and I go, I got to go. I got a thing.
That's like the classic movie scene. The
It's
guy's
very
in the
movie.
shower, and you're like, doo-doo-doo-doo,
Yeah.
and she's waking up, and she remembers that,
Yeah.
her dad's gay or something. I don't know.
Well, it's weird because you're in her shower. You don't know anything. Is this conditioner? What is this? Shampoo? Is that
Yeah,
a rubber ducky? What is that? A loofah? So
I just make a potpourri. I
Yes.
dump like a dime size of everything in my hand and throw it in there.
And it's so funny because when you're at someone else's shower, I got about a gallon of shampoo in my hand.
Oh,
you go
yeah,
all out,
yeah,
'cause it's not your shit.
I'm gargling it.
Yes. So I go, oh, this is nice toothpaste. I use the shit toothpaste. I'm using that all, And I take a shower. I get out there. Now I'm showered. I'm in LA. I got a rental car. I just got laid. Woo-wee. I go right to a burrito stand. I get a burrito. I'm like, all I have to do is shows tonight. This is wild. So I go do my shows. Then I meet another girl. We go to a party together. She's like, I know of a Funny or Die party up in the valley, which is just like a fun sentence.
Yeah.
So LA. So we go to this party. It's free booze. Everybody there is attractive. I was the least hippest guy there. Everybody's so cool, which is fun. And I think you know what I'm talking about because you get there. Everybody's so cool. This guy's wearing a sleeveless shirt. He's wearing sunglasses at night, mohawk. But I'm the one on TV this week.
Right.
You guys are all hot shots in LA, but talent,
Right.
huh? Nothing. You got nothing. You got blow. You got blow on you,
Right.
but you got no talent. You got a Beamer.
Sounds like a bunch of posers.
That's all. That's all LA is.
Yeah.
That's what they should call it. Poser.
Angelus.
Thank you. So, bang her, wake up, go out.
Now, did you talking to the other girl, or she's out of the picture completely? We got a different girl. What's going on here?
Well, the girl.
How do you juggle it?
It's tough. The first girl, she texted me like, "Hey, everything okay? You really left in a huff."
Oh boy.
And I said, "Oh, I had so much to do. I'm on television this week."
Yeah, you have that ace up the asshole.
I have
you just
the
keep going.
anal.
Well, TV.
I got the anal ace.
I did that with Facebook message. Sorry, Letterman, it's crazy.
Right,
I'm backwards over here. My dad's gay. Doesn't talk to me.
Right,
And people are
right.
like, okay, sorry.
You're typing that. Your girlfriend next to you. You're typing it to her.
Right,
Hey,
right.
Can't
Yeah.
help you.
Honey, I can't hang out.
So yeah, so I have that, but then by Friday that all went to hell. They're all like, "Hey, Conan's over, loser. How about you return my phone calls?"
Right,
So
right.
it does kick you in the ass,
Of course.
And then you got to write back like, "It's been so crazy. I'm overwhelmed. I love you.
Yeah, I'm
God
emotional.
Damn it, I love you."
Yeah, you wrote that to me, actually. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, jeez. Well, so then you do Conan, and boy, oh boy, scarier the second time.
Really? That's what people keep saying about these late nights.
Oh, you've heard that?
I've heard that, yeah.
Okay, good. Because you know what to expect. The first time you're like, just jumping in the pool.
Right.
I don't know what temperature. Now I know the exact temperature. I know how it's going to feel.
And there's a pressure.
Yes.
You don't want to have that sophomore slump,
Yes.
the letdown, the come down.
The dip.
No dip. And plus, it has to be a little bit better because people care about it less.
Yeah.
The first time they're like, "What a hero!"
Right,
Now
right.
people are like, "This fucking guy again." Now he's got 2. I can't even get on a thing. Fuck him.
Right. Well,
So you got to really, it's less excitement for people.
of course.
I don't even want to do a second one.
You shouldn't.
I might quit comedy today.
Good call. But yeah, so
Really?
no. But you know that scene in Comedian where Orny Adams is like, "I don't know how to feel. This is weird. What should I be doing?" He's holding a cigar and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I felt like that.
Really?
I didn't. After the first one, I felt alive. I was like, I nailed it. I fucking did it. And this one, I was like, was that okay? Do I suck? Am I worse now than I was before? And I'm at drinks with my agent and friends and my manager. We're all celebrating. I'm like, I think it was weird. There was no magic, and I was freaking out. That's
Yeah,
why I
you
texted
seemed
you.
down.
Yeah, I was.
I texted you and said, "How'd it go?" And you said, "Meh."
Meh.
And I was very worried.
Yes.
I figured this guy's an idiot. What the fuck? He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Then I watched it. I thought it was spectacular.
Wow.
I thought it was
Are you
great.
saying that?
I told you my honest opinion via text.
Okay.
I thought it was great, and I don't think you should fret at all.
All right, cool. Well, I got a couple thank you texts. So Kaplan was like, not thank you, but good job. So I texted Kaplan back how I felt, and he had what a quote. He goes, "Repetition is security, variance is life."
I don't know what that means.
Meaning, if you do something over and over the same way, you're just like, yeah, all right, I'm cool, I'm safe.
Right.
But variety, which is what I did because the set was different, it didn't feel the same. That's what living is all about. So
The
you want
spice
to
of
mix
life.
it up. Yes. So I was like, that's right. 'Cause
Interesting.
If I just did the same thing every time and felt the same way every time, it wouldn't be fun.
Right, right.
So you got to mix and match.
A lot of mixing.
Yeah, so that
A lot
was
of matching.
nice.
That's where the girls come in. Different girl every night.
There we go.
I got a nice one almost every night. In the morning, I'm free again. I love you.
So now at this point, I'm in the Hilton. I'm living up. I'm swimming every
Hilton.
day. I'm at the gym. I'm eating in the thing, at the restaurant. It's amazing. And I'm bringing girls back to the Hilton. I got my rental car. I got
Wow.
a nice fucking Toyota something or other. And boy, oh boy, it's a good time.
Wow. We'll go in post. We'll make it a better car in post.
Ah, good call.
Yeah. Maserati.
Yeah.
That's a car, right?
Yes. I think so. Or
Yeah.
a pasta.
It's both.
Aha.
It's a car made of pasta.
Yes.
You're silly. So who were the other guests on the show? I only saw it online the next day. I was at the Comedy Cellar actually.
Well, here's another cool thing. So the guests were Michael Strahan,
Uh-huh.
football legend and gap-toothed colored fella.
I think it's Ham with an M.
Strahan?
I think so.
I think it's Han.
It's Han? Oh, shit. All these years I've been eating ham.
Han Solo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, my bad. Sorry, Michael. If you're listening, my
Yeah.
apologies.
Big fan of the show. He's a large man, and Famke Janssen.
Who's that?
She's a hot. I think she's a hot actress. She was in X-Men. She's been in a bunch of shit. Like if you saw her,
wow.
you'd know her. But she's 6'6", and he's 6'8", and
Wow.
Conan's 6'7". So I
Couple-
was a couple of giants walking around, and then me.
A couple of thrashers.
Yes, exactly.
And so take me through. You're in the back. Now, who went with you?
So I got a packed green room full of comedy people. I got my agent, my manager. My agent brought a friend, which was odd.
That is very a little disrespectful, personally.
I guess, but I'm cool. I'm like, the more the merrier. We got food in here. They give you free cookies and free fruit and sandwiches,
Right.
Cokes and everything full of shit, fridge full of shit. So I got the whole room packed. Got Seton Smith in there. I saw him at a show. He tagged along. I got John Ozale.
Ah, Jay-Z.
Yeah, he was fun. Couple of L.A. guys. I don't know too well, but I invited them because I'm an idiot.
How many people let you have back there?
You can fill it up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then JP's in there. We're hanging out, and boy, what a guy. We talked for like an hour and a half because I got there way too early. And so, yeah, they send a car to pick you up. You feel like a princess.
Right, right.
You know, the guy opens the door for you. Hey, Mr. Norman, looking forward to another set. Like they prep the guys.
Wow.
It's an old guy with white hair and a little hat.
What a thrill.
Yeah, you get in and this is the bad one. So right when I get there, the wardrobe guy goes, "All right, what are you wearing?" I'm wearing the outfit. That's the worst feeling in the world.
That's like a classic bit.
I know. I'm about to go on TV. So what are you wearing?
Oh, wow. Kevin
is
Meaney, I was in Aruba. We'll get to that later. I was in
Yeah.
Aruba with Kevin Meaney. He did that joke every single night.
Oh boy.
But this guy wasn't joking. He was serious.
Dead serious.
Wow.
He didn't have a funny bone in his body. This guy.
No funny bone.
Nope.
Or maybe he had it, but he broke it.
Aha.
So what do you say?
So I go, "This is the outfit." And he goes, "Looks good." And he
Oh,
walks
wow.
away.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So then I had to get my shirt pressed. I was wearing no undershirt because that's the thing now. Have you noticed that? Not undershirts are out.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like one of those things after years, people are like, well, this doesn't really make sense. It's out.
I think they make a lot of sense.
Well, how so?
Look, first of all, you get I don't like the nipples popping on a shirt.
Oh, you got a nipple pop?
Oh, I pop, baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my nips are like knives.
What's the temperature in this screen room?
It's gonna be boiling hot. My nips are trying to get some air.
Oh, wow.
That's the thing. They're trying to break free.
Oh, all right.
Also, I get a real dampness downtown in the crevice of the armpit there.
Uh-huh.
And also, if you wear an undershirt, you throw on a button down. The undershirt takes all the hit.
Right.
The button down stays clean. You can wear it again.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I wear an undershirt every time I've ever worn a shirt. So.
I've noticed that. I
Yeah.
was waiting for you to come around.
Yeah, well, I just thought, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about fashion.
I don't either, but every time I wear an undershirt, there's always that one douche who's like, undershirt, that's a no-no. I'm
Right.
like, who are you?
I never understood the wife beater, because the whole point of
I
an undershirt
agree.
to me was to keep from having sweat stains.
I hate the wife beater.
It doesn't make sense. I love it on a girl, though.
Ooh.
No sexier look than a nice wife beater on a gal.
Great side boob. They're flopping around in there.
Side boob, the nip. They got Norman nips and those
Love
things.
that nip.
And then a pair of running shorts. A girl with barefoot running shorts. What are we talking about? Wife beater is really something. Hair up, get
Hair
that neck
up.
exposed.
Love a neck.
We love you, ladies.
I wanna
only
nuzzle.
love one lady.
I love them all.
Yep.
And yours.
Oh, come on. You watch your mouth, young man.
Great gal.
Yeah, great comedian, past guest.
Yes. I just want to nuzzle that neck. I love a neck.
My girlfriend's neck?
No.
Oh,
Hate
ooh.
her neck. Terrible neck.
What's the policy on this? I was following your girlfriend on Instagram. She followed me.
Ex?
Your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now I'm still following. Do I got to unfollow? She's got some pretty pictures there.
No, follow. She's in France and Spain.
She's got these beautiful Spain pictures. I can't like it. I'd be upset if I broke up with my girlfriend. You were liking her photos. So I was like,
Oh.
so I thought I'd bring it up.
That's very thoughtful because I'm liking them. I just feel like, it's a nice thing to do.
I know. I don't know about you liking them. You guys are.
Is that a bad move?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared you guys you're gonna give people the wrong impression unless you're getting back or something.
Nah. All right. Well, geez.
I'd like to see you guys back together.
Get out of here.
She's a sweet gal.
She's very nice. Talented.
Designed our logo
Yeah, great neck.
and hell of a picture in Spain.
She's from Great Neck.
But anyway, so she's a Jew.
I wish. She's got the face.
Did I ever tell you my buddy Derek, a frequent gets brought up a lot on the show, went to Kings Point Merchant Marine Academy out in Great Neck. So I used to visit Great Neck a lot. One time my sister and my family came down to visit him, and there's all Hasidic Jews there.
Yeah.
And we're driving by, and my sister goes, what? I thought they weren't supposed to be out during the day.
That's
It's a little green to the Jews.
Yeah.
Like they're vampires.
right. Wow, they do suck blood.
They can go out during the day.
That's hilarious. I got into a thing on stage the other night because this guy went up and he's like, I love the Hasidic Jews. They're so nice and cool. And I was like, who the hell loves Hasidic Jews? I've never heard anyone say that.
How about this story? That reminds me of this. And then we'll get to the thing here. I was in Aruba with our buddy Ray Allen, Aruba
Yeah.
Ray, who we should have on the show. He's got a lot of great Aruba stories.
Oh, and
That
a
guy
ponytail.
He has lived a lot of life.
Yeah.
And has a ponytail.
And he's gotten laid a lot.
Yeah. But he finds out that the staff in Aruba starts talking about Jews. They don't like Jews.
Is that right?
They're just talking about it openly. They don't realize Ray is Jewish.
he
evidently.
is.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
well, you've never hung out with him.
I guess not.
He's
I like him more now.
producer is Jewish and cringing over here.
Big Jew.
He survived the fire.
Thank God it's not Saturday. He's working the mics.
And it's daytime. So anyways, so they start shitting on Jews to Ray, and Ray's getting upset,
Yeah.
honestly. And they're like, well, yeah, we don't like, they call them Friends of New York. That's their slang term.
Wow.
Like, they'll be like, I've got a couple of friends in New York over here.
That sounds
So
like a charity.
I just took that, it does. So I just took that and ran with it. I was using it all week.
I
Boy,
love
you got
that.
A friend in New York.
See,
and then
Sorry.
go ahead. No, go.
No, this goes to my bit. I have the bit about how I did in my half hour about how can you hate Jews because you never know who's Jewish.
Exactly.
That's the bit.
Yeah, they're shitting on him not knowing. And
Wow.
so they probably didn't realize he was gay also. Just kidding, he's not gay. He'll be upset if he hears this. But anyway, so they're saying Friends of New York, and Ray's getting upset, and he's like, what the fuck? How can you say this? This is crazy. And then he finds out they're talking about a group of Hasidic Jews.
Oh, that's not bad.
There was like a group of Hasidic Jews. There was like 400 of them, and they would come and just, I guess, like break stuff, and they were like wild Jews.
Interesting.
And once Ray found out they meant Hasidic Jews, he was okay with it.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, that's a specific group. Okay, we're fine.
I think it's
So that's the thing with prejudice and racism.
Yes.
Once it's not about you, you don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, that's good.
People are like, all right, well, if it's them.
I like that.
People are like, hey, you fucking, you two white honky fucks, and you're like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then they're like this, how about these blacks running wild? You're like, yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
Well, you know when people go, this needs to be more diversity. We need more diversity here. And you go, all right, great. We'll bring in a gay guy. And they go, ah, shit. Because they just mean them.
Right,
When
right.
people say diversity, they just mean more of me.
Right. People are very self-centered. Hey,
Yeah.
we gotta do this ad here. We got
Dude,
ads.
Let's add it up.
Add it up. Multiplication. Hey, Mark, we got a new website out there. Plug the website. That'll lead right into this.
I believe it's Tuesdays with Stories.
.com. Yes, .com. And
.com.
our friend Amy Hathorn did it on Squarespace.
Woo! And it looks good.
So let's we got to expand on these talking points. It's simple and easy, and
Yes.
easy enough for us to use because we're a couple of dum-dums.
Couple of knuckleheads.
And Squarespace, easy and simple and easy. It's got a beautiful design, drag and drop content. You know about the drag and drop content?
Easy peasy Japanesey.
You're just avoiding the question.
Oh, it's I love
Drag
it.
and drop
I love
content.
the drag and drop. You can just drag it right in and drop it.
Easy. We don't even need. That's why we broke up with Mark's girlfriend. We don't need her anymore. We got Squarespace.
She was a web gal, real circular. We need a square.
Yeah, easy, pal. 24/7 support through live chat and email. No phone. It's located in New York City, Dublin, and Portland.
Wow.
3 great cities.
Great towns.
I don't know if it's Portland, Maine, or Portland, Oregon, but either way, you win. Both great
both
cities.
solid cities.
Portland, Maine, underrated city. Portland, Oregon, just a great city.
Just rated right.
But they got plans that start at $8 a month. You can afford that, Mark.
I can. So
I
can
can even
you.
afford that. $8 a month and includes a free domain name if you sign up for a year.
What?
Yes.
Why are we spending so much?
I don't know.
Interesting.
They got an online store. Every site comes with an online store. Simple and easy. Beautiful design. We're using it. You should use it. Squarespace.
Go check it out right now and get one for yourself.
Check it out. Get yourself one. And is there a promo or something, Aaron, we got to read? Squarespace.com/Tuesdays.
Not backslash.
/ So go ahead and use that. If you got a website, maybe you want to design a fan website for us.
Ooh.
We can't have enough websites.
Yes, you're right. And how about this, folks? Just while we're throwing it out there, if there's like a cute Asian chick out there, we could really use an intern.
Oh, yeah, all of ours died.
Yeah, we got a lot of papers piling up on the desk here. We don't know what's what.
The
so
phones are broken, for God's sakes.
we'll pay you in laughs and giggles
Must wear a small black leather miniskirt
and a wife beater.
and a wife beater, hair up in a ponytail. Why'd you say Asian? I don't like Asians.
Oh, is that right?
I shouldn't say I don't like Asians. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not attracted to them particularly.
Get that soundbite.
All right, we'll beat that out. We'll make it say Friends of New York.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Friends of Taiwan.
I don't like the Hasids either, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Here we go.
They
The
don't-
phones just caught fire.
Oh boy, they're too busy working right now to call in. But I used to live in Crown Heights, which is like, super Hasidic on one side of the highway and all black on the other. I lived on the black side. I come home drunk a lot at like 5 a.m. And these Hasidic Jews would drive up in a minivan and go, "What the hell are you doing?" They'd slide the side door open. It's fucking 5 a.m. They'd be like, "What are you doing? You're on the wrong side. Get in. It's dangerous." I was like, "Oh wow, hey, I'm not Jewish." And they'd go, "Voot," close that door and peel off.
Wow.
Not.
That's double racism.
Yeah.
Racist against blacks and white non-Jews.
Exactly. They got their own hospital over there. They got their own police force, their own fire department. It's wild.
Boy, that's
Yeah.
not. We got to end racism. How do we do it, Mark?
I think they say if we all bang each other enough, we'll be the same color.
Interesting.
They call it the gray race.
Wow.
I used to have a bit about it.
Gray race?
That's what they call it. Yeah, we'll all be just gray.
What's it, a 5K? Ba-da-ba-ba-da, farts. Boy, I gotta have some sex. But I already have a white girlfriend. I gotta be loyal.
No, you're doing fine. It's a crazy idea. It would take it'd take thousands of years for that to actually happen. But
Oh, yeah, the Earth's gonna implode before then.
and even if this was my old bit, even if the we all become the same color, I think racism is just going to come down to like the slightest shade. Like some guys gonna be like, "Hey, a beige guy can't get a cab around here."
Right.
But I love fucking some fat off white chicks.
Here's a good way to end racism. Everyone across the board, stop being an asshole.
Oh yeah.
If we had zero assholes, there'd be no racism.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the problem, and I'm gonna get preachy for 4 seconds.
Preach, baby.
Buckle up.
They're already buckled.
You got things like you can't, you say fag and Jonah Hill's apologizing. You say the N-word, this guy gets fired from Sirius Radio.
Yep.
Meanwhile there's somebody assaulting the guy, and meanwhile Jonah Hill was getting like, "Hey, hot stuff, hey," and he was like, "Fuck you, faggot, get away from me." Like they were fucking with him. They were terrorizing this guy. But they don't get in trouble because we're all hooked on words now. It's sticks and stones is taking over.
Right.
The whole Redskins things, we got to change the Redskins. Well, how about we help the Native Americans?
Right.
They all have diabetes. They're dying of alcoholism. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. They're all living in camps and they're all fucked up. Why don't we help the people? Instead, we go, "Hey, let's change the name. Then we'll all feel better and get to go home. It'll be easy."
Right.
Well, yeah, we're all white people feel great. Look how good we are. We changed the name. Well, they're still fucked up.
Right.
That's the problem.
But I mean, the counter argument to that that some people would have, and I don't know that much about it, but there is a lot of help for Native Americans. They get their own land, and they get
Casinos.
because the casinos, some of them are fucking billionaires, and they just run the whole land.
Well, that's true.
It's not going to make up for what happened to them or whatever.
No.
But there's a lot of help going into that.
Well,
Some
that's
people
good.
need to...
I just feel like the attention is in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, the PC stuff is real bad, and it all
Wild.
comes from the left.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
And I think it's kind of the ultimate racism. We go, "Hey, a lot of black guys are shooting each other in Chicago." Oh, you can't say that. Okay, so now the problem is ruined because you're calling me racist.
Right,
Now we're
it's,
never solve it.
It's topsy-turvy, but luckily our show yet is not quite big enough that we can pretty much say whatever we want. But
Yes.
at some point, the problem with these podcasts, you're going to get a sitcom, you're going to be big. I'm going to hover right around that $25,000 a year line, but you're going to be big.
No,
this is all recorded. They're going to go back to you. They're going to
true.
come catch you.
That's true. That is scary.
All this stuff they're going to pull up these sounds. If you get an NBC sitcom, they're going to be like, this fucking guy. Listen to these clips.
Right. Yeah, it's like this is like a verbal sex tape, if
Yeah,
you will.
it's all out there. And this is another thing that's going to happen. I'm sure people have bits about this, but there's so much out there with Twitter now. 30 years from now, every presidential candidate will have some sort of tweet calling someone a faggot or saying, "I fucked this girl in the ass," or whatever.
Right.
Because you'd have to breed people from the age of 6 to be a politician, to have no dirt on them.
Wow, it's like an athlete now.
Think about every single tweet is public. Everything.
You know what's going to happen? Now we'll have no funny presidents.
No funny pres.
Because, well, I guess we never did.
I think there's some funny presidents.
Well, John Adams, he seemed like a fun guy.
I think George Bush is probably a funny guy. I read a book called The Bush Tragedy.
Uh-huh.
Great book, highly recommend it. It makes you feel bad for the guy. I think he was just this guy who was trying to impress his father and was like a fun guy.
Yeah.
He's like, the people are like, you want to have a beer with him? He seems like he's a nice guy. I think Dick Cheney was real evil, and I think Bush was trying to prove something to his dad, so he kept just going along with stuff.
Well, my problem with Bush was he was dumb. Like, he was just a dumb dude, and that was embarrassing as an American.
I think he said some dumb things. I think he's a smart guy. He went to Harvard and Yale.
Oh, he did?
I don't know about Harvard, but he went to Yale for sure.
He went to 8 colleges.
He went to Yale, and he can fly a jet. I mean, he's a pilot. He got You can't be dumb and get to president. Really great with remembering names and stuff, and obviously a wonderful politician. His presidency made me want to fucking kill people. But,
Yeah.
There was a moment though. Remember when Bush? Right after 9/11, we had the what do you call that thing? The bullhorn.
Bullhorn.
And he's on top of the rubble at 9/11, and they go, "We can't hear you." And he goes, "I can hear you." And the people responsible for this are going to hear from all of us.
Ooh.
He was like a real hero.
Good save.
And then he threw a strike at the World Series, and an eagle flew and landed on his head. It was fucking unbelievable. He was like a superhero.
I missed that one.
It was unbelievable. He was
Holy
like
hell.
a real fucking hero.
Real American.
And then 2 days later, he's like, "We're going to Iraq." And we were like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
I thought that was a different country. And then it all went crazy. And then he was like, "Fuck the fags. And we could cure cancer with stem cells, but it's against God." And you're like,
said that?
jeez. It's so many words.
Oh, my God.
But we're going to get some real tweets about this one.
I hope so. Well, who knew this guy was such a wacko?
But anyways, he seems like a sweet guy. He's a guy I'd like to meet.
Played a lot of
Obama
golf.
too seems like a fun guy.
Obama seems fun.
Yeah, basketball player, all that stuff.
Right. The kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
well-
ever see that clip of Bush when he does the watch this drive? You ever see that video?
The golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's classic.
That was great.
I love it.
That was funny. All right, so I'll just wrap it up.
Sorry,
yeah. So
we
did Conan, it went well. Then I did 3 shows after Conan, which was a fucking like a real whirlwind in L.A. You know, you get out of there, you're like, holy shit, we go have a couple drinks at the Smokehouse, which is this famous L.A. restaurant right on the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh, wow.
You know, everybody's been in there, like Cary Grant and Bogart and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the Smokehouse, we have a few pops, and I go, I gotta roll. So I jump out of there, I go to the West Side Theater in Santa Monica. It's like a 40-minute drive. I'm just gunning it on the freeway. And I get to Santa Monica, jump out, do the valet, throw my keys. I'm on.
Wow.
I go in there. I got like 20 minutes, you know.
Right.
It's one of those weird things where like, ah! Then you get in, the music stops. You're like, ah, shit.
Right.
Just sitting in the green room. Talking to Billy Wayne Davis, a couple other cats, having a good time. Go up. It's a Comedy Central showcase show. I got that juice from Conan. I'm loose. I kill it. I get out of there. I bring a little New York flavor in. Yeehaw! You know? And then I run out, go to the valet. I didn't tip well. Jump in the car, go all the way back to Meltdown. One of the best shows. It's like the Whiplash of L.A. It's under a comic book store. It's in a basement. It was jam-packed with people. So I'm going from a comedy club in Santa Monica to a alt room in Hollywood. I double park, which, you know, you always hear about in stories, but I actually did it.
Wow.
And I just jump out. I double park. I jump out, and I go, Jesus Christ, where you been? You're on next. I made up a whole thing about a fire. Mm-hmm. You know, I've done that before.
When?
Go up, have a hot one, have a beer, see a few friends, get out of there, go to the Laugh Factory.
Wow.
3 minutes away. What a club, by the way.
Jamie Masada.
Yeah, beautiful room. Like a lot of history there. The comics, but a lot of history there. Every comic there was like a hot guy with a leather jacket and cool hair.
Right. That's kind of the MO over there, I think.
A little bit. Meet a girl there who I'd known. I knew her before, but I saw her there. We go back to my place, Hilton. That was it. Kick her out of there in the morning. Not really. We had a good time. And we got breakfast in bed.
Wow.
Yeah, then got out of there and flew to Phoenix.
Wow. And what were you doing in Phoenix? You said that.
I was at Stand Up Scottsdale headlining.
Wow. What kind of club is that? Nice one?
Beautiful club. What a town, Scottsdale. It's just like a resort town. It's nothing but fake tits and golf carts.
Wow.
That's how I would describe it.
That's one of those towns that's like always in like the top 10 places to live, I think, or
Yeah,
something.
it's clean. It's nice. Everybody's attractive. Everybody's kind of. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but everyone's kind of a little bit out of it. You know, they're just like, hey, we live here. We go to work. We're rich. I got nothing to say.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
And but everyone was very nice and relaxed and tan, and the club was cool. Really great club. We filled it up. We sold out the Saturday night. It was also a cool thing because I had sex with the prettiest girl I've ever had sex with there.
Wow.
And and my special came out Friday, so I got to watch it at the club.
Oh, that's great.
Which is weird. You know, you're with this staff you don't know, you're with these comics you don't know, and they're all like, "Look at this, you're on TV," and it was a wild feeling.
That's we watched it. I was in Omaha, Nebraska, and it was playing there.
Wow.
In the bar. They have Comedy Central on 100% of the time. I did the show. I forgot about. I mean, I knew it was coming out, but I was an hour behind.
Right.
And I just did my set, and I walked out, and I hear your voice.
Oh,
And I'm like,
crazy.
what the hell's going on here? And I look up, I see you're just on TV.
That's
it's still
wild.
crazy. You see people you know on TV all the time, but when your best buddies on the TV, you're like, hey, what the fuck?
That's
so I ran
crazy.
back in the green room, flipped through the channels till I could find it, and sat and
Wow.
watched it in the green room.
Is that right?
It was great. Yeah.
Holy moly,
And
boy.
I thought it was exciting and great. And then I was with Tommy Johnigan. He came off stage. We were going to sell CDs. He's like, we got to go sell CDs. I'm like, there's 3 minutes left. I got to see the end of this.
Oh, that's insane.
So I sacrificed some CD sales for you,
Well,
buddy.
Thank you. I'll buy a few.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
Holy moly, that's insane. Thanks.
If you're listening, go buy both of our CDs online. I'm sure
Yes.
you've already bought them, but maybe you haven't. Mine's called So Far No Good. It's on iTunes. Actually, if you I'll get more money if you go to rooftop.com /Joe List and buy it. And yours is everywhere. What is it? Amazon, iTunes?
Amazon, iTunes, Comedy Central website, I believe, even.
Where are you getting the most dough? Where do they go?
A lot of iTunes and my Spotify checks are coming in.
Ooh,
That's nice. Yeah,
That's nice.
Pandora. I've been just putting it on a loop on my own Pandora just in case.
Oh, yeah, you get the residuals.
Residge,
That
yes.
is nice. and must be getting great feedback. I'm getting great feedback on your album. People see me, they're like, "Hey, Mark's album is great."
Oh wow, thanks. Yeah, it was a humdinger. It was hard to put together, but we knocked it out. Comedy Central was up my ass for 2 months about it, and I gotta say they nailed it.
Well, yeah, they're a hell of a company over there.
They know what they're doing.
Wow. Well, congratulations, buddy. It was a big week, and we're going to go celebrate tomorrow. We got a big group coming out. We're going to go to Corner Bistro.
Yes, West Village.
One of the best burgers, West Village. And you just moved to the West Village.
Woo-wee, I'm on 6 and Bleak, baby.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Oh, it's a whole nother bag of hammers. I can't tell you.
This is the year of Mark. Summer of Mark.
It's all downhill. I need some new material, folks.
Yeah, mail in the material if you could.
Please.
Send it to P.O. Box 9469. Fire.
Yeah.
/ Tuesdays. excuse me.
It's a melted mailbox.
Mail us some new material because we're running low.
We are out. I gotta start. I mean, I'm not starting from scratch. I'm not CK, but I need some new fucking minutes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll come. I'm sure.
It'll come.
You were killing last night at the Cellar.
Oh, hey, you as well. Boy, I was watching you. Murdered.
Yeah, that was fun. Fun night, man. It feels so good. I like being on the road still, but coming back now, it's so exciting.
I love coming back. I wish I was here longer.
For so long, I was drinking, and I hated myself, and I was single, and I had no work in the city, so going on the road was like nice, because I would escape.
Yes.
You feel like somebody on the road. And you're drinking, and you do the set, and whatever, and I come back, and I'm like, I gotta go back to New York, where I'm a failure. Now it's the opposite. I got a nice comfy bed, I got a sweet girl, and just want to get home, get to the Comedy Cellar.
That's right. And do you find that I'm finding that the comics on the road now are kissing our asses more? A little bit of ass kissing.
Well, sometimes I mean people are fans of the podcast, and that's really nice.
Well, the Letterman, you don't think the Letterman gave a little push?
Not everyone's into the guy I worked with this week. Great guy, Richard Reese, hilarious guy out in Omaha. He's been at it a long time, and just a sweet guy, local guy. So he MCs there, but I think he headlines stuff. But just a great guy. But he had never heard. He didn't know about the Letterman or never heard of the podcast, which kind of hurt. It doesn't hurt, but you're like, jeez, I was hoping.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm working at your club.
Hoping you saw it, but
maybe
not everybody cares.
But give me a Google.
But there's some guys that I met, some nice comics here in the city that are big fans of the podcast.
I love that.
People are fans of the show. It's really nice.
Well, all right, that's my week. You were in Aruba for a second time. Can we get into it?
We'll get into Aruba. I went to Aruba second time in like a few months. I went in March.
Yeah.
Went back. This time my lady, Sarah Tolamash, came down. And we had the best time of my life.
I saw the pics. They looked romantic and fun.
Happiest time of my whole life. Follow me on Instagram, Joe List Comedy. It's my favorite social media by far. I love it.
It's a good one.
I really love it because you can be a little gay with a sunset, and then you can throw a joke in there, and you can make a video. We should make a video to promote this.
We should.
Oh, speaking of promotion, let me throw this out real quick. August 9th, Saturday. I just added this to the calendar. I'm at the Cape Cod Comedy Club. Ira Proctor's Cape Cod Comedy Club is the official name of it.
Is that right?
And you know Ira from the show. We talk about him all the time. I think he's going to MC the show. He's my buddy. We don't get to hang out. And
this guy's a whirlwind on stage.
Oh, man, he's the Tasmanian devil. He's hilarious. And Sarah's coming with me. Sarah's been on Last Comic Standing, and she was in the Final Four of March Madness. And I'm going to really bring the heat down there. I know Frankie Gwynn's coming out.
I love the Gwynn.
Frankie G, we miss you, buddy. We haven't seen you in a while. And, here's the other thing. Speaking of fans, so come out August 9th, Cape Cod Comedy Lounge. Hit me up for details, Hyannis. Speaking of Superfan Shan was in Aruba. Shannon.
Love the Shan.
I call her Superfan Shan. Just happened to be in Aruba when I was there.
What a pretty gal.
Pretty gal, sweet gal, and boy,
nice friends.
Wonderful person.
Yeah.
And she's got some good friends.
Yeah.
So she's there, and she's like, hey, I'm in Aruba. I'm like, I'm in Aruba. So we hang out, we meet up, me, her, and Ray went out. We showed her the town a little bit. It was great fun. Ray's a great guy, Aruba Ray, because he's there all the time, but he's still down to do stuff.
I love that.
A lot of people would just be like, I've been here for a month. You guys go, do whatever. He's got a rental car. He's like, let's go everywhere. We went to the opposite side of the island.
Wow.
And I had a day and a half before Sarah gets there, and we're out doing shit. It's great. The World Cup was still going on.
Wow.
I got real into the World Cup. That Germany game was unbelievable. We watched it down there. And so Sarah gets in. It's such an exciting feeling when you're already there and you're established. They gave me a shitty room, 3rd floor. I'm just looking at a wall. So I go down there. I'm like, hey, I can't have this. My girlfriend's never been here. If it was just me, I wouldn't care. You got to get me higher up.
Look at you. That's a new you.
That's a new me, baby. But I couldn't
it.
have it. I couldn't have my girlfriend. If it was just me, I would have just bit the bullet and been sad.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I got to have. It's a romantic. It's our anniversary. Just bullshitted.
Uh-huh.
So I move up 2 floors unbelievable view. 5th floor.
Wow.
Just looking out at the Caribbean. I have a balcony. You're just sitting out there. Caribbean as far as the eye can see. She comes in. She's tired. I throw her on the bed, rip her pants off, fucking sex.
Yeah.
Sexy times.
Woo! Hotel sex.
We made a lot of love, and she got really into it. She had all the bikinis, and not the sex, just the vacation, the sundresses. The girls.
yeah.
Girls, they love a good vacation.
They love it.
I mean, I love a good vacation. We went stand-up paddleboarding, which I love.
Come again?
The stand-up paddleboard. It's
that
like a surfboard. You're standing on it.
Oh, I thought that was a new club.
No. You. It sounds like one. It's a big old surfboard, and you get the paddle, and you paddle. It's very peaceful.
Oh.
But Aruba, very windy, known for being windy, and we paddle out, and they're like, "Don't go past that line; it's dangerous. You got to stay within here."
Scary.
So we're like, "All right." Immediately, we're not even paying attention, and when you're on the stand-up thing, your body is a human sail. You're just a sail because you're standing up, and it's like a 25-mile-an-hour wind. And we go out just past where the hotels are. There's all these resorts. When you get past, they're no longer blocking the wind. So it just takes us right out. Immediately, like 10 minutes in, we're like, we are 300 yards past the line where we're supposed to be.
Oh, boy.
So we're both freaking out. We're not freaking out, but we're trying to get back. You're muscling it, and the wind is blowing in your face. So you're just like, you can feel yourself going backwards.
Oh, my God.
And we're like, oh, God, we're going to die. This is insane. And we just hear this woman, this big old fat woman going, Sweetie, get off the board and walk it back. We look down. We're in 3 feet of water. Because the water there, it goes, you can walk 100 yards out, and it's like waist deep. It's unbelievable.
What, was she just a fat woman standing next to
She
you?
was just out in the water. I mean, she was like far away. That's what she was yelling.
Okay.
She was just swimming or whatever. But she could see us struggling. So she's like, yeah, just get off. And so we're like 2 idiots. We're like, oh shit. You just get off, and we're like chest deep in water. We just had to walk back.
But isn't that the point of the line? Is there's weird shit down there?
I think it's where you start to get taken out.
Oh, I see.
You gotta
I see.
like that. The line is like not the exact immediate line. The line is like, hey, you're getting into dangerous territory. They don't just have it right where like you die here.
That makes sense.
That'd be dangerous.
Here's the line that the Earth ends here.
Right.
Got it.
So we had to walk it back, and then we went out to we lay on our boards. You just sit there laying. It's like you're laying on water. It's fucking beautiful.
Oh boy.
The next day we got jet skis.
Well, you really kicked it up a notch.
We kicked it right up a notch, and Sarah didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, on me.
Wow.
Let's get one, and it was cheaper to just get one, so she's on the back.
Woo-wee!
I love a jet ski. I've talked about it before. I think a jet ski is the most fun you can have without having sex.
I think you're right.
It is unbelievably fun, and so immediately the guy's like, don't go over there, stay past this line. We're like, whatever's clever.
Yeah.
We get on, she's on the back. It feels like a man when you get your girl on your back.
It's a water motorcycle.
Yeah, it feels good. And I couldn't wear my glasses because it just flies off because of the wind, so I'm completely blind. And she's like, are you sure you can see? I'm like, what are you kidding? I got it, baby.
It's just ocean. There's no cars here.
Yeah, but there's 25 other people on jet skis. So it was a little nerve-wracking. And then it was choppy, and the water there is so salty. It's just like, it's salt. And every way you turn, the water just splashing in your face. It stung so bad. The whole time I'm like, And I had to keep stopping and wiping, but there's no dry place to wipe your eyes. I should have wore goggles if I do it again. But it's like someone just whipping salt in your eye the whole time.
Wow.
And you're drinking it. We're trying to have fun. And Sarah got really into this. We started pretending that we were bandits. And we were going to go attack Venezuela. And so Sarah's in the back, and she's having a ball. She's like, fuck you, motherfuckers!
Oh, boy.
So I just hear that. And so I get into it.
Yeah.
And we're like...
Oh, wow.
It was so much fun.
Jeez Louise.
And so we'd pull over, and I'd be like... We gotta get these motherfuckers. And she's like, no, take no prisoners. And I'm like, and we're going crazy. This water spray. It was so much fun.
Lord.
We turned into kids. We just played the whole time.
That's great.
And it was so fun. A couple of times she got nervous because you can really catch air on those things.
Yeah.
And with someone on your back, you're like responsible. I can't throw my girlfriend off of this thing.
Well, that was a game we used to play. Throw the guy off the Sea-Doo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did that when I was with a guy. But you got a girl back there. You can't be
I get you.
tossing her and turning her. But after a while, her nerves went away, and we just we ripped it up. It was great.
What do you get, an hour or two?
You get a half hour. But a half hour is long on a jet ski.
Is it?
A half hour is about as long as you need to do when you're just booting around. I did it in Marco Island and Key West twice. Mm-hmm. And that one, you go around the whole island, and they give you like a tour. You stop every, half mile, and they're like, this is blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So if you have a destination, you can do an hour.
Right.
But if you're just like, you can go from there to there, a half hour is plenty of time to boot around.
And now, can I ask the rate?
$75 for the 2-person, $65 for a solo.
Oh, that's a steal.
So for us to each have one, it'd be $130. We went with the 75er.
Now, do you let her drive?
She didn't want to. I told her she could, but
how
she was just
perfect.
like, she's like, that's fine. Well, because I wanted to drive the whole time. I was pushing
course.
for the 2 jet skis. You're paying the money. And she's like, you just drive. And I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, that's so perfect.
And I'm a little lankier, too. I feel like I'm more gusty back there. I might fly right off.
Oh, you go right out of that.
Yeah, so...
You can't frown on a jet ski.
I love a jet ski. And we're just going, yeah, 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 yeah. It's fun to just scream on a thing.
Yeah.
While you're moving, the water goes in your mouth. It was fun. It was great, great fun.
How about when you do that cut, you turn it and you just
Oh,
cut?
yeah, you spray it everywhere.
Boy,
It's
I love
great.
that.
Yeah. It wasn't the only time I sprayed it everywhere.
That's why there we go. That's why the terrorists hate us.
Oh, yeah. But then the jet ski, so then we're riding the jet ski, and she's like, hey, I think you're pretty far out. I look up. We're about 200 yards past where he told us to go. 2 activities in 2 days, just immediately, right way past where you're supposed to be.
You like to cross that line.
Yeah, I got to cross a line. It's the comedian in me.
Yes.
So we do that. The next day, we go snorkeling. You ever go snorkeling?
I went to the Bahamas in the 80s.
Boy, what a thrill. I'd never went snorkeling my whole life. I was always a bit nervous.
Beautiful.
Animals make me nervous.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
There's a fish, there's a rock, who cares, don't die. It was quite a thrill. I was a little nervous, I have to be honest, because mixing with animals is very strange to me. I don't even like dogs.
You don't?
Oh, I'm afraid of dogs, and I'm afraid of people who aren't afraid of dogs.
Interesting.
You ever meet those people that just walk up to a strange dog, they put their hand in its mouth, they're just fucking with it, they're like roll around?
They roll it over, they're playing with its dick.
I'm like, what are you insane?
Yeah,
that's an
weird.
animal with fangs.
Right, right.
That's bizarre to me.
That tiger didn't go crazy. That tiger went tiger.
Right.
Great joke.
Who's that, Geraldo?
Chris Rock.
Ah, right. So anyways, where am I now? Oh, we go snorkeling. It's me and Ray Allen and Kevin Meaney.
Oh, wow.
Legend. It's weird hanging out with Meaney because I knew him so well in the 80s.
Yes.
I used to watch him. That's not right. And boy, this guy is a kook.
He's a kook. He's a big gay kook.
He is so funny. One of the funniest people I've ever met off stage. He's hilarious on stage. Everyone
Yeah.
knows his act on stage. You
Right.
can go see him. He's Tonight Show in 88.
Yeah.
He did the Tonight Show with Carson and Leno. The guy's a legend. And just hilarious off stage. Always on.
Always on.
Everything he says, you're like, I'm dying. We're just
Yes.
dying laughing. That guy is like pure funny. He's like throwback.
Throwback.
Hilarious on stage, hilarious off stage. At one point, like a 14-year-old kid walked by with a ping pong paddle, and Kevin goes, "Excuse me, would you mind spanking me?" And the kid's like horrified. We're like, "Kevin, you can't do that. That's like you'll go to jail for that."
That's good.
And boy, he was just a great hang. So the 4 of us kept hanging. Me and Ray Ellen, Aruba Ray, and then Kevin just calls him Aruba Ray. Ray's hosting the show, and he goes, "Keep it going for Aruba, everybody." Aruba Ray, like Uncle Leo.
Right.
At one point, one of the shows, a couple walked on stage during Kevin's set to give him hugs. They were hammered. Before the show, Sarah and I on the beach were sitting underneath a little one of those straw umbrella things.
A bungalow. A hut.
It's both of those things, but they call it a
teepee.
pompillo or a pompolo or a pamploma.
Pimple. Pompeii.
Something.
Poblano
Penis?
pepper. Oh, boy.
I can't remember. But anyways, it was a real thing. We sat underneath it. Next to us, a couple starts fighting. Don't you love that?
Oh, I love a couple fights.
You gotta love a couple fight. And they're like this, "It matters to me." And she's like, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about." She's like, "You know what I'm talking about, and it matters to me. Don't embarrass me on this beach." And the guy's like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're fucking crazy." And she's like, "I'm crazy. You're crazy." And then like they're trying to whisper, but it just keeps getting louder.
Yeah.
And Sarah and I are just laughing, listening.
Oh, that's great.
So they go into the show.
It's fun to fight in paradise.
Yes.
You know?
It's hilarious. So they go into the show, and I'm outside. We're outside I did my set, and it went well. I'm outside, and this person that works at the club, or works at the hotel, they poke their head outside of the showroom. They go, there's 2 people on stage with Kevin. So I'm like, what? And I was just telling the story to Ray. I was like, we were listening to this couple fight. It was hilarious. They're fighting. They're nuts. These people come in. They're like, there's 2 people on stage. You got to get them off stage. So we walk in. And I'm like, those are the people.
What?
The 2 people fighting, they must have went and had makeup sex and just got hammered.
Wow.
They're on stage. The guy walks on stage and he goes, "I want to give you a hug." And Kevin's like, "Oh, okay, I'll give you a hug." So he hugs him. The guy walks away and the woman is just waiting in the wings. She's just
Wow.
off stage, just like they both were sitting there watching the show, and one of them's like, we should get on stage and give him a hug.
Huh.
And they're like, yeah, all right. So that was like a couple thing. They just went on stage and hugged him.
I wonder if that's what the fight was about. It's important to me to get on that stage.
Yeah.
No, you can't get on stage.
We got to give him a hug.
Right.
He
It's
needs
important
a
to
hug.
me.
So then afterwards, they come over and they're talking to us, and they're just like that hammered couple. She's like, everyone shut up. This guy.
Right.
You are so funny. Like one of those things where
Yeah.
you're like, but we're all just shitting on her. She doesn't realize because she's too hammered. you know?
Right.
But anyways, we went snorkeling, and what a spectacular activity. We're in the coral reef,
Oh,
and there's
boy.
sea urchins. We saw barracuda.
Wow.
Just unbelievable. Those big purple and blue fish, turquoise,
Yes. Woo-wee.
tropical fish, and you're just swimming with it. You just float. It's so salty. And you got the snorkel thing, and then, my girl's in her bikini underneath, so I'm like, I keep looking at that. I'm supposed to look at these fish, but I'm just looking at the
Right.
vagina, and just unbelievable. And it's all four of us. We're like a team. It was like a team force, whatever you call it. We're going out, and I can see there's Meanie over there, and like you're underwater, and you see Alan, everyone's waving to each other.
Oh, boy.
And then Ray's like doing like, I see things over here, come this way, and
Wow.
we're all following each other. It's like a movie.
Holy moly.
And you just float everywhere you go, and the fish don't even care that you're there. They just swim right up to you.
Wow.
You can eat them.
And there's no dangers.
It's dangerous, like the sea urchin. You can't step on it; it's poisonous. Oh, we got to wrap it up here. The sea urchins are, they're poisonous and whatnot, and something could be sharks, I guess. But
Right.
for the most part, no, you just avoid stepping on the stuff. But boy, what a spectacular thing to do! I highly recommend snorkeling if you're in the Caribbean, because
Yeah.
I grew up in the Northeast. You can't really snorkel. There's just rocks and shit. It's too cold.
Yes, not much.
So it was unbelievable. Anyways, we're getting the wrap-up sign here.
Traveling is so amazing because you're in this weird fantasy land, then all of a sudden you're back in the city.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
It
that
is
night.
bizarre.
And
Yeah.
travel is the only thing you purchase that makes you richer. I think we
Sorry.
should leave on that.
Yeah. Wow. Where'd you get that nugget?
It's just a thing I wrote. It's a thing I wrote. Came up with it the other day.
And by the way, those folks out there who don't like the whistle, suck my dick.
They don't like the burp, they don't like the whistle, but some people defend. I like when they come out and
Yeah.
defend. That's what I like.
The whistle I get, but who hates a burp? Come on.
Yeah, well, we're burping and whistling.
Yeah. That's the name of this show, the burp and whistle.
All right, well, we got to wrap it up. We apologize for the delay. Sorry we're coming out a little late with this one, and sorry about last week. But again, the fire, our family's dead.
Yes.
But we're back, and we're going to be on schedule the rest of the time. We'll be
Oh,
out,
yeah.
It will be out Monday night.
Definitely.
Or Tuesday morning, first thing in the morning on Tuesdays. And shout out to Superfan Shan. It was great hanging with you. Thanks for listening. Frankie Gwynn, I'll see you soon. And we're about to record another episode.
Yeah, love you, Shan. Love you, Frank. Love everybody. Thanks for the tweets. Thanks for all the emails. And just know that this episode was recorded 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, we just wrapped up. And come see me August 9th, Cape Cod Comedy Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
And follow us on Twitter, whatever. And if you haven't seen it, go check out Mark's Conan. It's online. It's terrific. You have nothing to fret about. It was a great, great set. And
Thank you.
get both of our albums. And we love you. We'll see you next time.
Yes, and we're all on the road. Check the websites.
All right.
Take it easy.
Bye.